I keep trying to figure out what to say, but I know I want to say something. At the time, I was driving a limo, which sounds like I'm about to say that I knew him. I didn't know Glen Hansard. I did. He knew me for damn sure, though he never met me. Anyway, at the time, I was driving a limo, and long story short, I had swung by Borders Books and picked up a DVD and CD of the movie Once, the day it came out. I should be clear, I had never seen the movie, had never listened to anything about it. I had heard about it, and I just felt called to it. And like I said, I was driving a limo, and I went to go pick up my client, and in case you don't recall, before Uber and Lyft and all that, if you lived in an area without public transport, your options were a crappy taxi or hiring a limo. And I was driving a town car that day. I'd given up. I was just trying to not. I was trying to stay married. And I'd kind of given up on myself in the pursuit of that. I certainly had stepped away from music, which felt like just a hollowing out of me, because I didn't want to be on the road if I could save the marriage. And I was just kind of getting through my days, hoping that I would start to see myself the way the way other people, the way my wife saw me, to be honest. Anyway, I'd given up. I picked up this DVD, I picked up the CD, I dropped this guy off at the horse racing track in New Orleans, and he was going to be there all day. And so I just tucked myself into the back of the parking lot to wait in case he needed me. I was up under some oak trees at the right, literally like up against the fencing in the parking lot. And I pulled out this little fold-up DVD player thingy that I had back in the day. And I put on the movie Once. And there's an opening scene. If you've not seen the movie, it may or may not connect with you. It's a very indie film. If you're a songwriter, it will connect with you. It's a deeply, deeply beautiful film. But in that opening scene, he's just out busking. He's just out playing on the street and singing a song and just absolutely bearing his soul. And I didn't know what a Glen Hansard was, but there he was, this guy, just absolutely, here I am. To no one, just being ignored. But showing up to the song, showing up to the moment, reaching out to that moment. And by the time I was done watching that first scene, I was sobbing, sitting there in my suit and tie in the town car. By the time I'd finished the movie, I was not giving up. From then on, I was a fan and got to know more of his music. And he's so prolific. He was so prolific as an artist, which is, I guess, one of the gifts right now, because I don't know his whole catalog. I don't know all the things, because he was always creating things. And some of it kind of didn't work. But that didn't work. I'm doing air quotes because that's it working. He was an artist. He was a writer's writer. He was an audience member. And what I mean is that he clearly, I heard he talked about this, but he clearly saw the experience, the live experience, as this co-creation, as this opportunity to kind of pull back the veil, as this kind of magic. And it is. He was. And he brought that out in others. Just one more story. This is probably getting long. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what to say. I'd love to sing, but I can't do justice to one of his songs, not right this second. Frankly, I've been crying a lot the last couple of days. And my heart breaks for those who actually knew him, because those of us who didn't, this is, yeah. I saw him years later, got to see him perform. By then, in addition to his solo work, in addition to his work with the Frames, he had formed a band called the Swell Season with Marketa Irglova from the movie, and they were fantastic. And he gathered these amazing musicians around them as well. And I happened to be back in New Orleans. I say back because by that point, lo and behold, the marriage had not worked out. And I come back to New Orleans because there had been an indie film that I had been fortunate to be one of the stars of, and they were premiering it at the New Orleans Film Festival. So I went down there for that, and come to find out that Swell Season was playing at the House of Blues. So I went to the show at the House of Blues, and it was packed. It was packed. This was 2009, and my first reaction as a singer-songwriter, a folk singer who had lived in New Orleans for 18 years, was, where the hell have you people been? You know, we've got singer-songwriters, we got folk music in this city. Where have you people been? That was my first reaction. But then they came out and they did their show, right? And we got to Falling Slowly, which if you know a song of theirs, it's going to be that one. And they were into that song, and as I recall, they were off mic. In other words, they were no longer on the microphones. They were standing at the front of the stage singing to this packed theater. And they were in the middle of the song, and he kept playing the guitar, but he stopped singing. And she looked over at him, and he was crying. And he composed himself, and he looked out at us and said, I've never sung this song to a city before. And then he went back into it with so much soul, with so much heart, and sang the next lines, which are, you have suffered enough and warred with yourself. It's time that you won. Take this sinking boat and point it home. We've still got time. Raise your hopeful voice. I mean, a light has gone out, and I'm grateful he was here. I am made better for it. And it feels like a call to keep not giving up. Feels like a call to be engaging more, to be co-creating with you more, to be pulling back the veil together more. Through this. Out in the world, there's magic. It lives with us. That's what he showed over and over and over. And I'm going to miss him. Be good to you. We're all making this up. Tomorrow's not promised. Do the fucking thing. Much love.